Hey there. This is an entry to senorblanco88's creative deck contest. You should all go subscribe and try this your own, because, well, this guy's pretty cool for having a concept like this. And I was combing through my decks and trying to figure out what exactly would be the most creative, and I kind of figured a fun one to run for those of you who are interested in OTKs is a Quillbolt Loop I've been working on. It's not like the greatest deck in the world, but it's fun as hell. And when in doubt, it at least has an alternate strategy where it can just proceed to synchro like crazy if you're on the ropes. And if you don't know what the loop is, I'll explain it to you after the build. But start off with core of the deck, triple Quillbolt Hedgehog. This card owns face. And I don't know what it is, but just for some reason when I saw this card first, I liked it, and then found this loop and built the deck around the guy. Also, his effect helps you, depending on the tuner's star count, you can get pretty much whatever synchro you need, as long as the other cards aren't, specific. But he's a 2-star, and he just provides some ridiculous possibilities. Next is a double Caterpillar Omen. I only have 2, and his only use is really to search out either Imperial Ironwool, or if you're in a desperately tight situation, get yourself a trap. Make sure you at least have a bluffer though, because you don't want that to fall victim to an MST or stuff like that. Double Mask of Restrict. Simply your wall gets destroyed, he recovers it, and that's his purpose. Also, he's a 2-star, so I guess he could provide some synchro use. Next is something I've been trying. It works decently. I'm not exactly too sure how long it should stay, but it's a pretty fun card. It's Cannon Soldier. Basically, he's Mass Driver in the form of a monster, which, since you kind of need Mass Driver to pull off this loop, he helps in case you don't have Mass Driver or if they destroyed your Mass Drivers. Songen. Searcher, the deck's mostly really low. He gets Cannon Soldier, Quillbolt, whatever the hell you need. Double Giant Rat, because a large portion of the deck is Earth, and not just Earth, but 1500 attack or less Earths. And this deck kind of stalls largely, so you can use him, either Rat, and then proceed to either get a Quillbolt to kill, or later on you'll see you can search out stuff like Grand Mole here to be a real pain in people's ass, or Dandelion to give you tokens and whatnot. Also works well with Quick Draw McGraw, who, well, of course, is part of the tuner lineup because of Quillbolt. But yeah, Giant Rat's in here to either search Quillbolt or these two to kind of provide you a little bit of a defense. Penguin Soldier, because, well, frankly, this card is just so fun. Flip bounce too. I mean, you can do some really evil things. Morphine. Try not to have an empty hand, but when you do, yeah, he kind of is nice. And he can also disrupt your opponent too. Marshmallow, the stall card of all stalls. I have a bad webcam. It's hard to see. Yeah. He looks cool, and he doesn't die. Next is the tuner lineup. I don't want to be too tuner heavy, but I want tuners that will live, which is why I run 2 Shibata Warrior Toros. They don't die, good tuners, and, well, they're searchable via Giant Rat, which is an added plus. Next is Plague Spreader, who, because of Ironwool and Quillbolt, basically means whatever even number synchro you could possibly dream up, this guy makes available. And, well, he's probably the greatest tuner ever. Next, probably my 2 favorite synchros, synchrons. Junk and Quick Draw Synchron, who I call Quick Draw McGraw. Because, well, why the hell not? Great, because he provides Instant 5 Cataster, or Junk Destroyer, if you can. And he's basically, when I do sync with him, it's for Nitro Warrior. Or if my opponent played Skill Drain, I could have some more fun, but it's pretty much his use, or if I want to have the ability to get a Junk Destroyer. Tool Mass, it often falls a victim, so you kind of don't want to run too many so they don't become dead draws. But you also got to be careful when you play this, so it's usually the last part of the loop, because it's the Universal Loop card. This is what gets stuff banned. Just look at Substitute. Foolish, Quillbolt, Plague, great card. Hand Destruction, Quillbolt, Plague. Magical Mallet, because sometimes this negative one, well, it can help you get rid of a fairly terrible hand. Double MST, prep for problems you're going to face. Should probably get True Knight for that same reason, but oh well. Sarko, just one, because, well, I only had one at the time, and I have yet to... Might edit this a little bit one of these days, but until then, from what I got now, still works pretty fine. Swords, Universal Stall. People give me the funniest looks, but Card Trader. This card is the bomb diggity gangsta. Yes, I just said that. I know, still too white. But basically, people don't give this card a second thought, or you can use it to make them waste an MST because they constantly see, oh crap, what is he shuffling into his deck after his draw? And good combo with Catabel Omen. Make up for the fact they knew what you drew. Reborn. Don't need to explain. Vortex. Ditch Quillbolt. Ditch Plague. Get rid of their face-ups. And next, the core of the deck, what makes it run. 3 Imperial Iron Walls. Basically, this tells Master Move, MS, Bottomless, DD Crow, all that, to go F off. Because, see, this is why Quillbolt is so great. Because you got an endless stream of just massive Synchro spam. Mirror Force. Because, well, you kind of need to defend these guys because they're not very good at defending themselves. Scrap Iron. Fun tech. Becomes a pain. Good way to waste their MSTs, stuff like that. 7 Tools. Because, well, sometimes MST doesn't work on things like Solemn. And then there's this. Torrential would be the last card because, well, it's a nice little field wipe and it tells people to F off. Next is a Synchro pile. It's just a quick whatever you got on hand. You run the basics, kind of a toolbox. But, you know, I'll go through this pretty quick. Nitro, Quick Draw McGraw, pretty much gets this guy. Junk Destroyer, because he owns face. Mistworm, because, well, if you can, get him out. Trust me, it's Mistworm. And Junk and 3 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Junk and 3 Quillbolt equals Mistworm, which is quite fun. Red Dragon Archfiend, because he's my favorite Synchro. Thought Ruler, because he's beastly. Dual Stardust. Yeah, Stardust. Don't need to explain. Scrap Archfiend. Fun Vanilla 7. Black Rose. Sometimes you need to wipe the field. Ancient Fairy. Big defense. Tell Gravekeepers eat it. Goyo. Because, well, he's my favorite. 2. And I have a fancy dual terminal. How about you? Iron Chain. Mill your opponent. Can be some fun. Moronic. Because he doesn't suck. Ditch Quillbolt. Ditch Plague. Hey, is there a trend? Next, the last 2 Vanilla 5s. Cataster. Android. You're not facing Blackwings when you do face Blackwings. Oh wow, that's kind of long. Try to make this last part quick. What is a Quillbolt Loop? Well, frankly, what it is that when Quillbolt, right here, is in your graveyard, if you have a tuner face up, like this guy, you could special summon him. The thing is, he gets removed from play the turn you do that. But with this card, he just goes back to your graveyard. So what you do is you get a tuner on your field and a Quillbolt in your graveyard. You have Mass Driver, With Mass Driver in your hand, and Imperial Ironwall in play. What you do is you special summon Quillbolt via the tuner, and tribute Quillbolt via Mass Driver, and then constantly keep him back because you have this preventing him from getting removed. An infinite loop, and so much fun to pull on people because they just give you the meanest looks. And of course, if you don't have Mass Driver in hand, you could just rapidly spam Plague and Quillbolt here to get whatever synchro your heart desires. Yeah, this is my loop. It might not be the greatest deck in the world, but it's something different, and by God, I just flat out have a certain fondness for this deck. It's fun. It makes people mad. And you should go build one. And this is my entry for Senor Blanco's little creative deck challenge. Hopefully you like it, and all of you should go subscribe. I'll post this as a response to his video. This is Pig and Meh. I'm Meh, signing out.